Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome back to my podcast. Welcome back to the Thought Curator podcast. I'm so excited to have you today, and I feel so privileged to be here talking to you this very beautiful day. So, this is the first episode of the new year, so maybe I should just say happy new year. I hope that this year be one of answered prayers for you and your loved ones, and I'm so privileged, and I feel grateful that I'm here today. And so my very big message today of the on this very first episode is to tell you that all you need is a clear mind and a purpose. Remember that throughout the year if you can, so that even those resolutions that you've made on January, by the time you're getting to December, I really hope that they come to pass and that you've not given up on them. And so all you need to remember is that all you need is a clear mind and a purpose. That's all you need, a clear mind and a purpose. So welcome back. I hope that you had an amazing festive season, a blessed festive season with your loved ones, and everyone around you was joyful, happy, and all that. And now you're back with a bang to the new year. So let's get this podcast going. Let's get into the episode, and welcome back. It's so great to have you here. My name is Faith, and this is my podcast. And on this podcast, we talk about purpose, vision, and God in every way in our lives, in guiding our thoughts, and in bringing our lives towards the vision that He has for us. So tune in, and I hope that you fit into the community that we are in, of just trying to live that life depending on God and trusting God in the process, and having faith in everything that we put our lives into. This is episode 3 of the Thought Curator podcast, and on this episode we are going to be talking about goal setting and why goal setting when we are beginning a new year. I felt that this was a good message for the new year to share, just what goal setting means to me and why it's important, and why I feel like sharing this message with you today. So goal setting is an agent that will help you to get to success. It is something that will help you to get to where you're envisioning yourself to be in. It is not to control the future, but to control the quality of the present life that you're living, and how you do your things, and how you operate, and how you live your day to day. By goal setting, you are scheduling activities that you need to undertake, and that ultimately will define how your future will turn out. It is important that you know what steps you need to take towards that vision that you have. And goal setting is very important because it is specific to what you need. It is specific to the needs that you have towards getting to that vision. I set my goals for the year, for this year, last year, towards the end of it. I think it was around November, and that is when I was actually analyzing the year and how it went, and how I wanted this new year 2023 to be for me, and how I wanted things to come to life this year. And I actually had to pen down a few things, not a few, mostly a lot of things that I want to do this year, and things that are going to help me to get to the life that I want to live. And I did that towards the end of the year. This is not to say that somebody who's going to be doing it in January, somebody who's going to be setting their goals in January, is not doing the right thing or anything. No, or anyone else is going to be doing it even towards the middle of the year or towards the end of the year, it is still valid as long as you're going to achieve them. So for me, I will not call mine resolutions, because for me resolutions look like things that you do not want to be repeating every year. You do not resolutions means that it's something that you want to change, whereas for me it's not particularly things I want to change, but mostly it is things I'm aiming at to make my life better and bigger, and have a bigger perspective of my life. And for me, while writing my goals, I wanted them to be things that are quantifiable, bite size, something that I can look back at, and something that I can look back at and be able to hold myself accountable. And yeah, I wanted them to be really easy and achievable and measurable, as goals should be. They should be smart. They should be achievable. They should be timely. They should be all that. Yeah. And so yeah, that's how I set my goals, and maybe this would encourage you to do yours as well. They can be broken down to include career, marriage, finances, everything revolving around your life, your career, your finances, your health, your money, ways that you'd want to invest this year, ways that you'd want to manage your finances, relationships with God, relationship with your friends, relationship with your partner, relationship with your family, business, relationship with self, your kids, and everything that revolves your life. Goals are not just for specific things, but you can set goals for each and every part of your life according to how you want that part to turn out. Even you can set your goals in relation to your passion and your purpose, in relation to your hobbies, in relation to whichever part of your life that you want to improve, so that you get to that part of, you get to be able to hold yourself accountable towards a better life and towards improvement of yourself. So my reason for goal setting is I feel and I know that goal setting is a way to visualize the future that you desire to have. By creating it is like a roadmap, a step-by-step roadmap towards that vision that you have. So by piecing it down, by breaking it down slowly, by putting it into a step-by-step, by breaking it down step by step, you're able to now at least see the steps that you need to take towards your future, the future that you want. And goals help to keep us on track and to prevent us from getting distracted or preoccupied by unimportant things. How so many things can distract you, but when you know that this is what I need to do to get to where I want to go, this is what I need to do to get to that promotion, this is what I need to do to get to be able to go back to school, this is what I need to do to be able to have a wholesome family, to have a wholesome career, then there are things that will not distract you along the way, because you know what you want. It actually also saves us a lot of energy, since our efforts are focused on those things that really matter. We are humans. We see things along the way that look fancy and interesting, but may not really matter. But when you have a goal, you'll save yourself a lot of trouble, because you'll only stick to what you need to do. You'll only stick to what matters, because at least when you have a routine, when you have a step-by-step order, it will block you from diverting, from going outside the roadmap, and it will help you to be able to get more quality and worth out of time, because time is the most valuable thing, and how you utilize it will determine what you will achieve and how productive you will be. So when you have a goal, it's the same way as having a to-do list. When you have a to-do list, you know that I need to tick these boxes today, and if I've ticked all of them, my day was good. So that's the same way as a goal, as putting down your goals and really writing them down, because then it means that after you achieve them, you can take them off, go to the next thing, and move on. So the goals you set in your life, they should be actually tailor-made or customized to blend seamlessly into your life goals. That's what I'm actually saying. You should break them and customize it to fit you, just like a tailor-made suit. It should fit your life appropriately and well. It should be well-fitting, like a well-fitting cloth, because then you'll be able to achieve those goals. You'll be able to now live towards that life that you want. It is said that ordinary goals lead to ordinary achievements. Extraordinary goals lead to extraordinary experience, because when you push yourself way past your limit, when you aim for the sky when you aim for the moon instead of aiming for the sky, then that means you're limiting yourself, because then it means that the goals that you've set for yourself as a roadmap to your dreams and the quality of life that you aspire are limited. It will only mean that you're limiting your potential, and as humans, we know that we have too much potential. We are able to achieve anything that we set our mind to. Just like I said, a clear mind and a purpose is all you need. Therefore, let each goal that you set stretch you out. Let it stretch your capacities. Let it stretch your abilities. Let it stretch you to the fullest extent. Because outside your comfort zone, outside your familiar zone, is where you're going to thrive, is where you're going to see what you really can do. Outside your comfort zone, outside your familiar zone is where you're going to thrive. It is where you're going to see, oh, so I'm able to do this, so I can do this, and then now you'll start to feel like, wow, I'm unstoppable. So set those goals and make them big. Dream big, dream big, dream big, dream big. Stick to the goal until you realize the expected outcome. Don't give up on it. If you say that I'm going to, for me, for example, my goal for this year is to have 150 episodes by the end of the year. And I pray to God that I hold myself accountable to be able to produce those episodes on every Thursday consistently until the end of the year. And the important thing about a goal is that you stick to it until you realize the expected outcome. So by setting myself towards the 150 episodes that I'm telling myself I'm going to be producing for you this year, it means that I'm going to be on this podcast the whole of the year, and that I'm not going to quit on myself the way I'm used to quitting on myself. Oh, the things I've started and I've never finished, by God. I humor myself a lot because when I think of the things that I've started in my life and never completed, ooh, that's another episode for another day. Ooh. But this, I'm not going to quit on myself this time round. So yes, that's why I have a goal. Therefore, patience and consistency is the key to accomplishing these goals, so that you don't give up on the goal just because the going gets tough. They say that it is dark before it is dawn. So let your goals inspire you and motivate you. Let it be a positive, powerful, and possible thing that you can do. Visualize success. Let your goals be a visual of your success. Let it visualize success and not failure. Let it be affirmative and not negative. So yeah, it is important to have a goal. It is important to stick to it. So yeah, get to setting those goals for 2023. Get to that stretching yourself. Think of that life that you want. Think of that thing that you really want so bad. By setting a goal, you are one step towards getting there. You're one step towards getting that goal. You're one step towards achieving that vision. And as I wished most of my loved ones this year, is that let this year be a year of answered dreams, no, answered prayers, achievement of visions, no, accomplishment of visions, and fulfillment of dreams. So the same way is what I wish for you as my audience, as my person, that this year be a year of answered prayers, that this year be a year of accomplishment of visions and fulfillment of dreams. I know that you might be curious as to what parts of my life I did set my goals for. And as I told you, goals are in relation to every part of your life, in relation to career, in relation to investments, business, passion, purpose, self, family, marriage, kids, money, relationship with God, relationship with your friends, relationship with your family, and relationship with others, and every other aspect of your life that you feel is important and that you need to elevate and grow and move a step further. So as for me, I started my highest, most important goal for the year is that I do not stop at anything in my God journey, because that is the most important part of my life. My God journey is the most important part of my life. God is the central part of my life and my highest being. And for that was the most important thing that I had to set a goal for, that I do not miss church this year for any reason. Every Sunday I want to be in church with my family, that I do not miss to do devotion, meditation, and anything that I need to do to strengthen my relationship with God. To not miss my Bible study sessions. Anything that I need to do to just strengthen my relationship with God, because that for me is core. If I do not have that, then I do not have anything else. My second most important goal was for me and my family, that to elevate my relationship with my children, to elevate my relationship with my husband, that we create even more memories this year, that we have a lot more family times and such important things, that we have better communication with my husband, we have time for our children, and that we ensure that we create more memories this year. That is very cool for me, because memories last forever. At least there are things that you can look back on and be like, yes, we did that. And it's things that will stand as stones of remembrance whenever times get tough, or tough times come. You'll always have those stones of remembrance. Other things relating to marriage and family are specific to my children and specific to my spouse, that I will not be telling you. Nah. Other things in relation to my businesses, that I want to elevate my businesses and grow even more and reach a lot more people this year, to stretch it out further than my comfort zone. I think I've been doing business for 4 years now. Yeah, around about 3 to 4 years now. And I feel like I've been in my comfort zone too much. This year I want to stretch it out, I want to build it up, I want to grow it. So help me God. I want to branch out into, me and my family want to branch out into more businesses of various types. That is specific to me. Another thing is I want to venture into so many other things that I know in the creative industry. So many other things that I know that I can put my hand on and flourish, because I'm blessed to be creative, and my mind, as I told you before, works overtime. So yeah, I want to put that mind into use, and I did put some specifics into my goals this year for that. And maybe you're not aware, or maybe you are, that I have a blog, and this blog has been neglected for the longest of time. But this year I'm going to be watering that blog and it's going to flourish. Not that it's dead, it's not dead, but it needs some tender love and care. So I will be attending to it. I did set very specific goals about money this year. I want to get rid of the scarcity mindset that I've had for a long time, and I want to welcome the abundance mindset, that this year we are going to stretch those bank accounts proper, and good money is going to come. We are going to get to touch those international cash is going to come our way in overflow and in abundance. And yeah, that was one of the goals that I did set. And thankfully, the first week of the year, I'm glad to say that I did achieve that goal in the first week of the year. So set your goals, baby girls and baby boys. This is going to be a year of good things. If you put the trust and the belief and the faith that God is going to do it, He will do it. And I believe that He has done it. He's going to do even more. And yeah, so I did set very specific goals about money this year. And money habits. Oh my God. Are we talking about habits in relationship with money? Oh my God, no. I don't want to get into that, because I am a bad spender when it comes to money. I do not have any discipline at all, but this year I'm going to learn some and maybe share with you if you will welcome the idea. There's a lot more that I did set, that I did put very specifics on it. And yeah, those are just some of the few that I've mentioned to you. I have not touched on investments because that is one big thing that I want to do this year. We want to get into that a lot more this year. And in relation to self, of course, I have something for myself. There's a way that I want to show up for myself this year. I want to bring a good energy. I want to represent myself well, the person that I am, without holding back. I am going to be bringing that boss bee energy this year. So that's part of, and taking care of myself more when it comes to my mental health, when it comes to my wellness, when it comes to just good things about myself. Of course, I told you before that I love myself too much, so this year is not going to be any different. Specific goals about my home, our home, and how I want to elevate it and how I want to change things up. Such specifics. Things I want to start, things I want to ensure that I finish this year that I've started before and never finished. Like this, if God willing, this year, I would like to go back to school to finish a degree that I left hanging somewhere. I said, if I start talking about the things that I've started and never finished, it's a long list. So yes, those are some of the things I want to finish off, or at least get on the path towards finishing them off. So yes, set specific goals in terms of finances, savings, investments, businesses you want to get into, things you would like to touch this year, specific things you'd like to do this year, adventures. I'd like to travel this year with my family, even with myself, with my friends. I have very specific goals this year that I want to achieve, and yes, you can also I feel that I hope that you feel encouraged to get down on pen and paper today and write something, aim at something, write a roadmap towards something, just do something about this. And hopefully at the end of the year we shall look back together at these goals and see what we achieved, see what we will be continuing with the next year, and how far we would have come. And I wish you all that is beautiful this year. Nothing much, just that. And I hope that these episodes build you, if not grow you, and help you to see the bigger picture in life, and to be grateful for the small things, to enjoy the moments of life, and to just live. It's another episode down, and I'm so happy, I'm so excited and so thrilled about this. So glad that you have been part of this episode today. Thank you for listening to the Thought Curator podcast. I am so excited and humbled that you have been here with me. I hope that you come back here next time, next Thursday, for another episode. And I hope that you do share this with your friends. I hope that it gets to build you, to grow you, to help you to improve yourself in ways more than one. Thank you so much, and bye till the next one.